We have a right to receive safe
and appropriate maternity care
that respects our fundamental human dignity.
We have a right to privacy
and confidentiality,
to be free to make choices about our pregnancy and childbirth,
even if our caregivers don't agree with them.
Everyone has a right
to equality
and freedom from discrimination. I was in the labour ward and I kept telling the midwives I didn't feel well. I was shivering and feverish, but I just wasn't listened to. I wasn't believed. When my condition deteriorated badly, I was finally taken seriously. It turned out I had sepsis. I was rushed in for an emergency C-section. My baby had sepsis too and was taken into intensive care. I was in hospital for 2 weeks, and the care I received was so poor. Because of COVID, my husband couldn't be with me for long. It was a really difficult time.
Whilst I was in the birthing pool, I noticed a real shift in my body. I tried to explain to the midwives and doctors that something was wrong, but nobody would listen. I had a number of procedures done without my consent. Nobody informed me of what was happening. I felt like I was on a conveyor belt. It wasn't until after the experience that I realised that I'd suffered from birth trauma. It massively impacted my mental health until I sought help from other people and educated myself.
I had planned a home birth, but this time I sensed that something wasn't right. I knew we needed help, so I came into hospital. I kept telling them that I needed a C-section, but they kept on refusing. Only after 5 hours of pleading did they take me in. After my baby was born, he needed resuscitation. It was awful.
I didn't realise I could make a complaint about the care I received during my pregnancy.
Or about something that's gone wrong during labour or on the postnatal ward.
Starting off, I went on the Birth Rights website and saw that I needed to contact the Patient Advice Liaison Service, or PALS.
I then made a formal complaint to the hospital trust.
It's hard to remember everything, especially when you have a newborn baby to look after and you're totally exhausted.
I remembered things in fragments, but that's okay, that's normal.
You don't need a long official letter. Just a few simple bullet points of what happened is enough.
I recorded voice notes on my phone of what was happening.
Birth rights helped me decide on the most important points to include.
In my complaint, I said I wanted an apology for everything that happened to me and for better training.
My partner wrote down a witness statement of what he saw.
I made a complaint because I wanted a change in hospital policy. How else do we hold people to account? I became seriously ill, and that should never have happened. For me, it's also been about educating my family that it's okay to speak out. It's something positive.
As a black woman, I feel more of us need to say when things go wrong because we are discriminated against, and that needs to be challenged and stopped.
I want to make sure that others don't have to go through what I did, that we are listened to and believed.
If we are not treated with dignity and respect, we can do something about it. It's as simple as that.